your boy Dave Dilly, or Dilly Dave, either, neither, neither, doesn't even really matter. I'm out here in my whip, coming straight from the whip, representing Vibe Union. We're on our 7th week of weekly releases, and we thought we'd give you guys just a little bit of an insight or walk through our studio setups. You know, we don't have top of the range of anything. You know, we try and get through with the bare minimum a lot of the time. And hopefully this video sets the tone of future videos where we can share some information and knowledge with you guys and help all creators out there to continue to create and make and spread the love. So enjoy the clip. Give us feedback. We love you. Big ups. Alright, it's Dave Dilly here, idea enthusiast, line writer, beat producer. So there's 2 key elements to my studio, I guess, aside from this nice video production space here. But when we're talking Vibe Union and music production, I've got the booth, this nice enclosed area here. Got my nice light up here. What I've done is some DIY cardboard foam setup. This is my mic, Audio-Technica 3035 condenser mic. Very nice. It was actually given to me for free by a dear friend of mine. This is my little Scarlett. Everyone's seen one of these if you know what I mean. I've also got more than one sound card. This is the Presonus, which we're hooked up to right now. You can see those live levels. Very good, very good. Got my little Novation MIDI keyboard, cables, stands, webcam. All right, famo, the way that my production works, if I have a beat, or am making a beat, or if I'm writing lines, bars, trying to record ideas, trying to figure out some things, this is the station. This is the sound cave. It looks like a cave of darkness. What I've done is I've just got cardboard and some eggshell type material. I'm just going to turn up my ISO for a second, if you know what I mean. So you can kind of see the eggshells that's going on in there. So that's all enclosed, and then I've got a Duna on the other side that you saw, right? Very cool stuff. Laptop there, electronic mushroom right beside it. I think we all understand why. So the mic that I'm using now, it's an Audio-Technica ATM 510. It's a great dynamic mic. Great for performing, great for getting down ideas. Sometimes I just use this mic and it's good to go. Yeah, so once I've done getting down some ideas here and I'm ready for the big take, I take my laptop, take my headphones, head into the booth and put it down, you know? That's just how we do. So this has been a studio walkthrough with your boy Dave Dilly, representing Vibe Union. I'm gonna pass it on to somebody else.
Oi, oi, hey, we're doing a little studio tour of my, well, desk. Not so much a studio, but it's where I'm mixing and doing all the stuff for Vibe Union, so let's have a bloody look what's going on. This is it. It's just a desk. It's nice and clean and minimal. That's how I like it. I like to move quickly, like to get things done, and I like to move on to the next project, mainly because my attention span isn't that long. But that's what works for me. So I think that's the thing. You gotta find your workflow. In terms of interfaces, we've got 2, and basically I use the Scarlett for vocal takes, mainly because it's lower latency and sounds better overall. But the EIE has multiple inputs, so that's great for other things, like recording guitars and stuff like that. Formula 1 car, bloody Paddington Bear, we're all having a bloody good time. Couple of screens so that I can monitor my audio levels and stuff like that on this screen over here usually, while I've got the timeline on this one. Hey. And obviously a sweet recording booth would be great, but I don't have that. I have my wardrobe with some blankets and insulating foam. You get yourself some LEDs, you need that in case you want to be all moody and cool, and you know that that's good for when you're doing some great vocal takes. We're rocking the NT2A Rhodes microphone, which has treated me so well. I really enjoy it. I like to control Ableton with Touchable on the iPad. That makes it so much easier to do my own vocal takes, which is brilliant. Look at that, safety pinned lyrics to the insulating foam itself. I didn't have enough insulating foam, so there's a blanket. Ridiculous. So, clean, simple, and easy. I get things done quickly. That's how I like to do things. That's my workflow. You gotta find your workflow that works for you. That took me the longest time to figure out. Instead of Googling for the best gear, keeping things simple works for me. Anyway, I'm Wrath. That's my setup. Hope you enjoyed that.
Hold up, because you don't look like X and neither does he. For picked my studio. That's what do you mean the funds fell through? Look, John, I didn't sign any contracts saying that I would be doing... You're kidding me, right? Come through. Hi guys, I'm VDon Data, and I'm gonna be taking you on a tour of my studio. So I've been using this Rode NT2A mic for over a decade now. Over a decade. That's a long time. You feel me? My favorite, the only one I use. Rode. Hit your girl up for the future, because, you know, might need an upgrade eventually. I use a Pro Tools Avid interface, one input, pretty much all I need, because my MIDI goes in via USB. So this is the Akai MPK Mini. I love it in a 49 key version so I can play with two hands. FL Studio 20.6 we're at the moment. So that's the software I'll be using for the tracks I make and record. And finally, the booth. So this is where my album's gonna get recorded. I made this out of Clark rubber, soundproofing, cut it accordingly to what I need. And if you guys wanna hear, when we close the door, listen to the acoustics, yeah. And lastly, as far as prepping for a session goes, honestly, if I'm not BSing you guys, I love doing this. I honestly enjoy what I do, and when I'm creating, that's my home. So it's like telling younger me, go on a playground, V, go down that slide, swing off those bars. You feel me? Just make sure that you enjoy it. That's the most important part. And remember, you don't need all that fancy equipment. You need some decent parts, the ones I mentioned predominantly, and then it's all to do with you. You're the one that creates. You're the one that brings in the magic. You feel me? You're the one that makes it unique.
Hey, what's up everyone? It's MQ, and I'm going to show you around my studio. Welcome. First off, I want to show you my study desk and how I get my work done. Over here, I've got Ableton loaded up on the computer, and next to it I've got my interface, which gets my microphone and my headphones for monitoring. They also output to my monitor speakers. I like to start off each day by making a bit of a plan and working out what it is that I plan on doing that day, making a list and going through and ticking them all off. I also like to get my writing done at this desk, and I like to use a Wacom bamboo slate to write down my lyrics. I find it helps because I can actually sync it and save it to my phone, and that way I can access my lyrics later and even transcribe from the written word into actual digital text. Once my lyrics are ready, it's time to hop into the booth and get to recording. And that booth is just behind this blanket curtain right here. Let's step in, shall we? What I've actually done is I've turned an old IKEA cupboard into a little recording station with some simple acoustic foam, as well as some eggshell cartons provided by Dilly Dave himself. I'm actually able to record pretty decent quality audio with my Rode NT2A microphone, the same as Rise. And the simple light here allows me to read my lyrics. I also like to use whiteboards to keep on track of the work that I need to do. Of course, if you want to work hard, you have to be able to play hard. And I've got plenty of room in here to do that too. Damn it. This is what I like to call my PlayStation, where I hang out and just jam with some musical instruments and even some DJ decks to have a bit of a play with some of the music that I'm working on and see if I can't find some new sounds. Shall we have a bit of a play? Yeah. 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 Hanging in the studio, making up the music that we used to know. And that's my studio. Thanks for joining in, and we'll catch you on the next video. Remember to like and subscribe.